Hi guys, welcome again to my channel. It's still your favorite girl Oluwatosin, and this is Walk the Talk with Tosin. Yeah, welcome to another video. Please, if this is your first time, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, or you've been seeing my face and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button down below. Okay, welcome to the family. Come and join us. I promised I was going to film a video about how I graduated with a first class from Nigerian Law School. I would also say from the university as well. But it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, this video will be very helpful to you. I got a lot of DMs, like some of them I've not even responded. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Oh, how did you do it? How did you do it? I'm presently in Nigerian Law School. I'm going to talk about all of that in this video, so sit tight and enjoy this video. Okay, I should give this disclaimer first, right? These are some of the things I did. Now, you may have something else that you do, but these are the things that I did, and I'll be talking more to Nigerian Law School students because most of the messages I received are from students that are presently in the Nigerian Law School. If you're an undergraduate watching this video, you're a law student, or even if you're not a law student, I also believe that, you know, there are certain things that you can grab from this video. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is accept your posting. For Nigerian Law School students that were posted to maybe a campus that they did not like or anything like that, please just understand that you're there for about 10 months. No matter how bad the condition is, just tell yourself that I'm here to study. Because I know how much, you know, some people were not happy. Oh, I got posted to Kanu, oh, I got posted to Yola, and you know, they already have this bad view about everything in the campus, so they cannot even pay attention in class. Everything just seems weird for them. So I'm going to say this: the first thing is to accept your posting, because everything starts mentally. If you are not in the right mental state, it will be very difficult for you to do any other thing in the environment. I did not want Kanu, but when I got Kanu, I was just like, okay, let's go. Because me, I just wanted to explore. I like changing environments, do you get? But aside that, you just have to, I was just happy about the idea that I was in law school and I was going to become a lawyer. So just be happy, right? Accept your posting, quit complaining, and hit the ground running. Second thing I'm going to say is that accept that the Nigerian Law School exam is not hard. Yes, I know that you've heard so many things. Oh, the exam is hard, the exam is this. It is not hard. Remember that I said something, everything starts mentally. Some of my junior colleagues in school, before the posting came out and everything and they resumed, they kept asking me, how do I prepare for law school? They want to start reading. This is me, oh. Yeah, I told them, what exactly do you know you want to start reading? And you know, I told them that they should prepare mentally. I think I've spoken about this in one of my videos. Mental preparation is the first thing. Whatever action you are going to carry out, it starts from your mind. So your mind has to accept that I'm going there, I can do this thing. For those that are watching me that want to graduate with a first class, a 2-1, I will even say just aim for first class or 2-1. Don't aim below that, right? Always look up there, right? Start by telling yourself that I can do this thing. It's not hard. Other people have written it, so I can write it. There are so many times in law school when, you know, I was just feeling mentally drained and all that. I'll tell myself, people wrote this exam, they passed. Like, people wrote this exam and over how many thousand students passed. So do they have 2 heads? That means I can write it and I can pass. So you have to tell yourself that law school exam is not hard. If you watch my previous videos when I came back from law school and I was talking about my experience and everything, I kept talking about the fact that it's not that deep, you know. And I know that some people like, what did she say? It's not that deep. Even before my results came out, I've been saying it. I feel that law school exam is even simpler than university exam. Don't, just calm down, But people that actually know what I'm talking about, it's much more straight to the point. At least for my university, compared to my university exam, I felt that it was easier, right? But if you do what you're supposed to do, you definitely find it easy. So condition your mindset. And how do you condition your mindset? Constantly speak to yourself, read scriptures, make affirmations to yourself. I can do this. Me, I pasted affirmations on my wall. Blessed is she that believeth, for there shall be a performance. What's the other scripture again? For there's a spirit in man, the breath of the Almighty that makes me intelligent. I wrote all these things on my wall. The bar exam is the simplest exam I'm going to write in my life. All those kind of things, it would help you. I'm telling you that this is more about a mental preparation, you know, than even the physical. We'll get to that part, right? But first of all, condition your mind. Tell yourself that you can do this. Now, the next thing I'm going to say is be honest with yourself. I always tell people and some of my friends that self-awareness is so important. Even if you lie to the whole world, tell yourself the truth. Now, what do I mean by that? Identify what distracts you and stay away from it. For someone like me, I know that people used to say, oh, it's not by sitting in the front seat, you can sit at the back. Fine and good, that may work for you. But for me, I have to sit down in the front. I sat in the second row and in the middle where the lecturers used to sit facing me, so that I cannot press my phone, you know, because sometimes you'll be in class, maybe you're getting bored, one voice will just tell you, just check your Instagram or just check one thing. Before you know, you're distracted and you've missed an important information. So tell yourself the truth. If you know that you are the type of person that easily gets distracted, put systems in place, put structures that will help you to be very focused in class and even outside class. Maybe you're the kind of person that if you read in the hostel on your bed, you will sleep off. Please, auntie and uncles listening to me, don't make mistake and say you want to read on your bed. If you're the kind of person that is to get distracted by relationship, that means the moment one boy just tell you fine girl or one girl is eyeing you, you know that you forget everything about school and be following that person. Stay away from it. Identify whatever thing that you know can distract you in this Nigerian law school. For some people, it may be your business. Yes, you know, some people know how to multitask very well, and you know, they can be doing content and school, they can be running their business. I don't know how they do that. But for me, when I was coming to Nigerian Law School, if you check my video, you see that after my Kanu vlog, I left YouTube. Like for the whole 1 year, I did not post anything until when I came back, because I know that content creation is not that I could not do it, but it will take my time. I'll have to film, I'll have to edit, and editing takes me like about an hour. Where is the time? You don't have that time. You don't have that time, right? For some people, it's social media. I know friends that went off Instagram, Twitter throughout the entire law school period. Maybe it was during externship that they just came back, and before you know, they uninstalled the app. In law school, there were several times. In fact, I think like 1 month to exam, my social media, I deactivated all of them. I uninstalled Instagram. I don't use Facebook. I don't use Twitter. Maybe it was just WhatsApp I was using, but even that one is just to check information. So be honest with yourself. Whatever you know will distract you. See yourself like a woman in labor, not in labor, a woman that is pregnant, right? That is just going to carry this child for 9 months and give birth. Your own is like 10 months, right? Just see yourself that, okay, let me just do this thing and get over it. Whatever thing you have to cut off just to focus for that 1 year and achieve your goal, please do it. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is have a reading routine. Now, this is what I did. I'm just going to say what I did. I'm not saying that you must do that, because I know that when I resumed Nigerian Law School, one of the things I struggled with, and trust me, I watched videos on YouTube and everything, but I didn't see anybody really addressing this per se. One of the things I struggled with was fitting into the schedule of group meeting, this one, and go to class. When will you sleep? When will you eat? Like, it was just coming back to back, because in law school you learn one topic per day. So as they finish teaching you that day, they finish one topic. The next day you're learning, you know, the following week rather, you're learning another topic. So this was my basic schedule. I don't know if you're watching me, I don't know, it may work for you, it may not work for you. Do what works for you, and I'm going to be talking about it in relation to Kanu campus. Now, obviously, you know that they send the topics ahead. They send the topic and the task ahead of the class the next day. So what I'll do usually, let's say it's Saturday night, so let's say it's Sunday evening, right? I would have read the topic for Monday ahead of that Monday. When I read it, I attempt the task. If I have strength to go for a group meeting, I would go. But if I do not have time, I will make sure I try to answer the task on my own. Then when I get to class, I'm learning that topic again when the lecturer is teaching. And when the lecturer is done teaching, right? They will do the task where we'll come out to present. I will listen again, and I am still learning. By doing that, I am having 4 interactions with that topic. So before the class, when I'm attempting the task on my own or with my group members, when I'm listening in class, and then when the lecturers are doing correction on the task, I'm also listening. Now, by doing this, the information was getting stored in my head even without me knowing, right? I was ensuring that I had 4 interactions with every topic, and this was my basic schedule. So let's say on Monday we finish learning, right? I come back from class. When I come back from class, I go and eat. I'm not the type of person that will enter library immediately. I'll go to the Mami market, I'll go and eat. After eating, I come back to just I have my bath, I sleep, set my alarm. I know when I'll wake up. When I wake up in the evening, I start reading the topic for the next day till I finish it. When I am done with the topic, I start addressing the task that they would have sent to us, all the questions. I start trying to answer it by myself. That's if I don't go for group meetings or with my friends. I even had a study group that, in the morning, our group was basically to discuss the class task. So even the next morning, when I go to class early, before we start lectures for the day, we'll just stay somewhere outside and we'll be trying to answer the task on our own. When we are done, when you get to class, you're learning again for the 3rd time, and then when they are doing the correction on the task during group presentation, you're learning again. So I kept doing this. This was like my schedule, to be honest. Like, I didn't do anything more than this. That was it. Another thing I'm going to say is that understand your reading pattern and stick to it. Oh God, I cannot overemphasize this. Do what works for you. Because I'm not going to come here and tell you, oh, do this, this how me I read, these are. Honestly, you don't have to follow how I read. If you know that when you were in university, you were a serious student and your reading pattern worked for you, please stick to it. There's no need going to do anything extra, right? Law school is not hard. It just stretches you to a certain capacity, but you can do it. To be honest, you can do it. So I was not the kind of person that would read in the library right from my university days. I'm not sure I think if I entered the library, it was basically to get maybe snap something or to just get materials. But to sit down in library and say I want to read, count me out. I will sleep. That was some people's pattern. To be honest, as class is ending, they are entering the library. They will just eat, buy snacks around, and then they are going to read. Me, I could not do it. I learned more through interactions, right? But it was kind of difficult in law school because my roommates, they used to read on their own. So I cannot start forcing anybody to start reading with me. But like towards the exam, I also learned by teaching people. I had a friend, 2 of my friends that would come together and I was teaching them. And by teaching them, information was getting stored in my head. That's how I learn. I teach people. Once I can teach something, it's very difficult for me to forget that thing. So that was basically how I read, right? You don't need to follow my pattern. If you know that you read in the library and you understand very well, there's no distraction, you like it there, please stick to it. If in the university you know that you were not exactly serious, but you want to change that in law school, it's very possible. I know people that do not do so well in university, right? But when they went to law school, they made a 2-1. They even made first class. Yes, it's very, very possible. Just see law school as a different environment, and you can decide to make that change and it will work for you. Now, why am I saying this? If you know that you were not exactly serious when you were in the university, don't say that. Don't say you should stick to what you were doing in the university and you should go and do it in law school. If you know that you were not serious, right? That's why I talked about being honest with yourself. Make that decision that you want to do better, right? And work towards it. If you need to change your reading pattern, maybe when you were in school, when you read with people, you will end up gisting. You can decide that okay, you're going to be reading on your own at this time. Or when you used to read, you will be reading in the library or reading in your room and you used to sleep off. This time you know that you have to find a table and a chair to read. In law school, people were hiring table and chair. I never did that, to be honest. There was one hall in our school where I used to read, child hall. I just go there, I read. Towards the exam, I was reading in one restaurant. There was one woman that was my very good friend. I used to buy rice and stew from her, and those places were empty during exam period, and I was just always there reading and teaching my two friends that I used to explain things for. Most of my reading also happened during externship, but I think I'll film a separate video about that. Yes, externship reading is a different ball game altogether. So I got a lot of questions from people asking me about notes, materials, textbook. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say it. To be very honest with you, your class notes is the most important thing. Your class notes is the most important thing. If you need to take notes in class or form notes afterwards from what your lecturers have said in class, however you want to get the information, please just make sure that you're taking notes of what your lecturers are saying. The slides that they are giving you, some campuses, they don't used to give out their slides, right? But if they give you slides, those things that are in your slide, please just stick to it, right? Stick to it. It's no more than that thing they are going to set. I promise you, it's no more than that thing they are going to set. For textbooks, I'll not say I really use textbooks except civil litigation. Yes, Nigerian Law School students understand what I'm saying. For civil litigation, textbook by Bobai and Day One, I think, yeah, that book is very good. The Bible is very simplified. Everything for civil litigation is inside that textbook. I know that was what I was using to read before class. Another thing I want to say is that at this stage, this first half, like I said, I'll film a separate video for externship, right? But for now, your emphasis should be on understanding. I cannot overemphasize this enough. Please focus on understanding what you're being taught. This is not the time for you to maybe try to cram, because information will get stuck in your head when you understand it. Like, it's easier for it to get retained in your head if you understand what you're being taught. Spend time to really understand what they are teaching you, because I'm telling you that the way law school questions are, you have to understand the topic like holistically. Is linked, especially criminal and civil litigation. Everything is linked. You cannot jump some processes. So if you don't understand like first, second topic, it will be difficult, because it's telling a story from the point of arrest up until you get sentenced and up until appeals, right? But if you don't understand some basic things, it will be difficult for you to understand the subsequent topics. So I'm going to say right now, I know that you want to cram. I don't know when you guys are writing your bar finals, right? But for us, it was in November, and we started classes somewhere around February, right? Focus on just understanding. Focus on understanding. Those information that you are scared that, oh, it's leaving your head, all those things, please just focus on understanding the topic for now. Understand it very well, because if you see a question and you did not properly understand the topic, it will show, because you will not be able to apply it. Law students know that our questions come in scenarios, real life examples. They want you to now apply what you have learned to those scenarios and answer the question. Don't worry, during externship you have time to read. My friend told me this. I'm not saying you should not read now, please. Still be reading now. In fact, read. Just be reading. As it's coming, just be reading. Don't allow anything to pile up. Please, I am begging you. The worst thing you can do for yourself now is to leave it and say there is time. During externship, I'll read it when it's close to exam. Please, law school is not that place where you say few weeks to exam is when you want to start gathering the information. It's going to be too much. It's going to be too much for you. Start reading now. As it's coming, be swallowing it, because it's like a machine that is just releasing topics back to back. That's why I said hit the ground running. This is not the time to be complaining. Oh, I wanted Abuja, they posted me here. Forget about all of that. It has happened, it has happened. Please, if you are watching me and you are yet to resume, because yes, some people will still be waiting, just go and resume in the campus that was given to you and start. Because if you're missing out on some of the things they are teaching right now, it may affect you. It may affect you, right? So please, yes, there'll be time to read during externship, but start reading now. Don't wait for it to pile up. Another thing I'm going to say is rest. Please eat, please sleep. Rest, sleep. I don't know how to put it again. Some people will say, oh, they are reading every day and they don't sleep. Your brain needs to calm down. I'm telling you, in that exam, your brain needs to be at its best for you to be able to put information together, answer what they are asking you and all of that. I remember the night for criminal litigation exam, I was having cramps and it used to give me this migraine headaches. I was having migraine. I could not understand it. I woke up that night, I was struggling to read. I could not understand. I started vomiting self at some point. I just said, you know what, I'm going to drop this book. I just closed the book and I said I'm going to rest my head for some minutes. I'm not even kidding you. Like, when I woke up, I felt better. Like, the headache disappeared. I know that I prayed and God helped me, but rest is very important. I'll talk about that maybe towards the period of exams. I'll film videos for all of that. But for now, please, as you're reading, still be resting. Eat very well. Eat very well. In law school, oh God, I was drinking Hollandia almost every single day until I don't have money again. Please, eat very well and make sure you are sleeping. I would like to say this: feed yourself with the right kind of information. So many things will be flying around this period. Know the kind of circle you're keeping. Yes, I have to say this is very important. Find people that are going on the same journey as you. Don't go and pack random friends that they are not serious. They are trying to form, hey, we are here to chase girls, or we are here to chase boys, or we are here. People do all of that and they still pass you. But that's why I said, you know yourself. You know yourself. If you know that you cannot go out, you cannot be going out and going around partying here and there. You cannot do it. Don't go and join people that are doing that. Some people do all those things and they pass. You know yourself. Just focus on why you are in law school. I do not even advise to do all those things because let me not say anything, but anyhow that you can, ease the stress, do that. Some people were watching movies. Me and my roommates, we used to laugh. We used to laugh about everything, and that was our own way of easing stress, So please mind the information you're taking in. There will be different webinars that will be organized during this period. Some people will tell you it's hard, some people will tell you it's this, some will tell you they wrote cases on their body, some will tell you they pasted things on their wall. Do what works for you, to be honest. In the end, that's just it. I did not paste anything on my wall. All those things that people say they will paste, they are cramming. I never did that in university. Please tell me why I should do that now. Anyhow you can make this information to stay in your head, do it. If it's not what you are used to, or you're finding a particular pattern difficult, there's no need stressing yourself to go and be doing it and waste your time. Again, know what works for you. Finally, pray. In my last video, I spoke a lot about the spiritual side of this whole law school thing. Pray, please. You need God on this journey. You need God. Pray for strength. Pray for grace to understand. Before you go to class every day, make declarations over yourself. I will understand what I'm being taught. My brain is open. The Spirit of God dwells in me. The breath of the Almighty is upon me. Speak. See, there's no way about it. You people saw my previous video. I spoke about all of that. You have to speak. You have to make declarations. Speak over yourself. Just keep encouraging yourself. Be praying. Have the word of God. All the things that God has said to you, hold it in one place and be declaring it over yourself whenever you feel anxiety or fear coming in, because the devil will definitely fight. But as Christians, our weapon of warfare is prayer and praise. Praise, be happy, be joyful. Be joyful. Be joyful. That's all I can say. Just make up your mind that I'm going to enjoy this journey with God. Don't go on this journey without God. I beg you in the name of Jesus. Just be praying and asking God for help. Thank you guys for watching this video. I trust that you have learned something. If there's anything in particular that you feel maybe I did not address, and maybe you want me to film a video about that or something, you can send me a message on Instagram. I'll respond. My link is in the description box, or you can just drop it in the comment section and I'll respond to you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do well to subscribe, like this video, and share it to all your law school friends, undergraduate friends. Keep sharing this video so that it would also be helpful to other people. Thank you guys. Bye.